Namaste everyone, I am Ramyashi. Welcome to my channel Ashwin's Astrology. So continuing with the 2025 year prediction. So let's move ahead with the next Rashi, Tula Rashi. So for Tula Rashi natives, from health perspective, the first half of 2025 is not that good. You need to pay extra attention towards your health because on 29th of March, 6 planets will be accumulating in your 6th house, that is from Tula Rashi. 6th house is Meena Rashi, and we will have the 6th planetary conjunction on 29th of March, which is also the solar eclipse. Though not visible in India, but the effects would be there across the world. So paying extra attention towards your health is very essential during this time. So the first 6 months, because this is a solar eclipse and a total one, so 3 months after that also the effects of will be very prevalent. And particularly from March to May, you have to give a very close watch on it. And any kind of pre-existing conditions which require medical attention has to be fetched for it. And especially issues related to muscles, skins and digestive issues, any food intake, that has to be controlled. And post July, your immunity might need some boosting also because of cold, cough, because Saturn, Shani will be in the 6th house in a Jala Tattva Rashi, so it will give cold related issues, so it will need that. Though Jupiter would be doing well for you, Jupiter is your 6th lord, so he would be in the 9th house for you, so he might be doing bit well, but because both are in Kendra to each other and most of the good effects of Jupiter will be blocked by Saturn in 6th house, so there may be at times you may experience health related issues related to common cold and flu and all. So I would say prevention is better than cure, so make sure that your immunity strength is to a very good level, then you would not have any problem of it. So that's it from the health and wellness part of you. Next, going to the education part. So for students and for those who are appearing for any kind of competitive examinations or whatever it is, so early months you might feel very slow, and most of your efforts won't be turning into good colors. So don't lose your heart, keep working hard. And March to May, you may see some exciting development because of multiple planets in 6th house. So some long pending work for which you were trying from a very long time, that may actually happen, because at that time there will be 6 and 8 exchange also. 6th lord Jupiter in the 8th house and 8th lord Venus in the 6th house, Vakri and Ucha, exalted and retrograde. So during this time period, some kind of competitive examination or some new examination or some challenge which you would have taken, that can bring you good results. And also if you are a sports person, this time would be really good for you. So this was from the education point of view. Next, let's go to career. So from career perspective, the initial months you might feel very challenging because you will have 6th house too much of overloaded, so it represents a workplace. So a lot of challenging tasks may come to your way and you might be completely occupied in it to get the things done, and you'll have too much of 6, 8, 12. So all the planets will be in 6, 8, 12. So you'll be completely busy on clearing up the mess and actually meeting the deadlines for your for your team or for your process. So that's why you might be a bit tired out also during this time. But with some amount of perseverance and also with some amount of patience, things will settle post May. But during March to May, I can see that there could be some problems with your higher authority also. There could be some amount of friction also, that there could be some arguments which shouldn't have been, so that also may happen. And but there's a good news. Post May, you will definitely have a very good career. So your career also will progress by the year end. When Jupiter comes to your 10th house, that is Jupiter who is your 3rd and 6th lord, when it comes to the 10th house, you can see a good growth in your career also. And I would say always remember, fortune favors the brave. So be brave enough to speak for yourself and you will get the right opportunities in which you can exhibit your skill sets. So that is next. Let's go to financial matters. So money matters looks promising this year because there will be a lot of accumulation in the sixth house, which is an Artha Trikona. So from Tula Rashi, the second house, sixth house, and 10th house. That is, all the three watery signs are the cash houses for you, the Artha Trikona. So you will have a lot of planets in the sixth house. That is good. So with a lot of effort, so you might get, if you have applied for a loan, also you can get a loan, or if you are looking for some settlement of inheritance also, that also may happen, or through some legal matters that also happen, because legal issues, anything if you had now and you were going through a very long legal battle also for Tula Rashi natives, this is the time it may get settled and you might get a lump sum amount of money also. So a one time money which you wouldn't have imagined. So a great amount of luck I can see. And not just it, as soon as Jupiter comes to Mithun Rashi post May, because it's the 9th house, you'll get a great amount of wealth, and you might even go for a Tirtha Yatra also, and you would have a splendid time. So traveling across the country or even sometimes abroad also is possible because of Rahu coming to the 5th house. So even your speculations will go right and you might make a good amount of money. But till May, you have to be a bit careful in terms of your investment. So careful analysis is very much required and is very essential also. So perfect time this is. So now speaking about the relationships or the marital life perspective. So the first year would be really challenging for you from the marital relations, and you might have to face some uncomfortable situations also, leading to a lot of marital discords kind of situation also, or even the separation from the spouse also, because your 7th Lord Mangal is Nicha and Vakra and moving towards 9th and 10th house. So your more and more association with the workplace and more concentration towards there, it can harm you marital life in the first 6 months. But post 6 months, you may see some significant improvement in the relationships, and also post that you may see some kind of harmonious and a fulfilling kind of relationships also with your siblings or with your parents and even with your extended family. So it's possible. And for your social circle also will increase pretty well post September. So once Mangal comes to Kanya Rashi, once Mangal comes to Tula Rashi, is when even your social circle will increase and you will get a good social standing also. So that would be a really good time period for you. So overall, to see for Kanya, so for Tula Rashi natives, there are certain parts which are really good, but post May, once Jupiter comes to 9th house, you can see some improvement, but Shani in 6th house will continue to block some good results of Shanidev, Gurudev. So that's it. Next, let's go to Vrishchik Rashi. So for Scorpio sign, the 2025 year would be of a mixed bag. So from the health perspective, you have to be a bit careful, because your 6th Lord and your own Rashi Lord Mangal is Neech and Vakri in the 9th house, and he will be coming to 8th house, then again will move to 9th house, and so till Mangal, Mars gains a good amount of strength, that is from June onwards, he will be able to help you better. But till then, the first 6 months, you have to pay more attention. The extra care is needed for your health, and not just for your health, for your mother's health and for your father's. So both of your parents' health is of utmost necessary during this time, and that's why you have to pay more attention to their health. And not just this, you have to even be careful for your own health also, especially anything related to like any existing illness also can cause you problems, or common cold, flu, these also can actually cause you problems. And for your mother's health, there could be some respiratory issues also, that also can be a problematic one. So you have to pay more and more attention from health perspective for yourself and for your family. And next, coming to education. So for education perspective, it looks bit promising because so many planets in 5th house. So anything if you opt for artificial intelligence or for technology perspective, because of Shani Rahu conjunction, it is really great. So till May, you may see a lot of slowness in the progress, but post May, it will be really good. So the slowness in education at times may actually cause you some amount of frustration, but later it will be fine. So you have to have some amount of patience until you get some progress in that. And next, significant efforts are required to achieve the goal. So you have to put in more and more amount of efforts. And October to December is very favorable for educational pursuits. So yeah, so let's see how things goes for you. But overall, the year looks a bit promising for you. apart from the first 6 months. So you might get a lot of challenging stuffs in the starting 6 months. So as I mentioned, if you go for technical or artificial intelligence, it will be really great. Next, let's go to career perspective. So from career perspective, I would say post May you can expect some amount of growth in career, promotions, progressions can come in your way. And Mars, until it is in Leo, because your own Rashi within the 10th house, it will do good for you if you are into semiconductors, or it will really do good for you from the electronics field, from if you are into electronics field or into semiconductors, those kind of areas of research also. But if you have any combination of job loss in your own birth horoscope, then this time could be a bit problematic for you, because Rahu Ketu in 410 axis and your Rashi Adhipati getting afflicted with Ketu in Rahu Ketu axis, this may incur job loss also for you. Also to say, this year you may see that there could be some changes in your work schedule also, and also in terms of workplace also. You can look for a better job also if you are already trying to go for one. And for people who are into business, you will have good amount of profits this year, but you have to be a bit careful from the legal perspective. Any kind of documentation issues may happen, or you may actually face some problems in taxations also, so you have to be a bit careful in those areas. Apart from that, I think because of Jupiter's aspect on your 12th house, post May things will be better, but until Jupiter gets into that position, the first 6 months you have to be a bit careful. So this was from a career or from business perspective for Vrishchik Rashi natives. Next, coming to finance, there will be significant increase in the professional income for Vrishchik Rashi natives, and Jupiter's aspect on the 2nd house post May will help you to save some amount of money also. And when it comes to the 9th house post September, you will have a good amount of flow of income also. The 410 axis of Rahu Ketu will disturb your mental peace, because of which you might have to spend some money for unwanted stuff also. So those kind of expenditures will be bit very high for you during this time. And of course for your children also, you might have to spend a lot of money because of 5th house and Shani being there. So that's the issues for you. Till May, this is from the relationship perspective, that is for marital life also. So till May, Jupiter, when it is associated with 7th house, it will protect your marital life, but post May you might start seeing problems in marriage also, because Saturn will be aspecting your 7th house, that is post May. But from March to May, there will be double transit on your 7th house, and that's when you will see a lot of issues in your marital life. Misunderstanding with your spouse is very much counted this time. You will not have problems with your immediate family, you will not have problems with your extended family, in-laws, or even with your parents or with your siblings, with anyone. But you will definitely have problems with your spouse, and the cold behavior of yours or even theirs will actually cause problems to you. So that's pretty much noted during March to May. And also to mention, during this time period, people who are looking for marriage or who are in relationships, in a romantic relationship and wants to convert into marriage, March to May is a very suitable time period because of the double transit. So it's good for people who wants to get married. A freshly new married couple ke liye this is really good, but for people who are already married, it could be a bit problematic. So that's it from the relationship perspective for Vrishchik Rashi natives. Next, let's go to moving ahead to Dhanu Rashi, Sagittarius. So for Dhanu Rashi or Dhanu Lagna person, from health perspective, March to May 2025, definitely caution is required. I think most of all the Rashis I'll say, because this year the natural 6th house of Kalpurush Kundli, Kanya Rashi, will have the aspect of all the planets. So some major virus or some epidemic kind of the pandemic what we had in 2020, similar kind of situation may occur. So avoid seafood. That's the first and primary thing which I suggest for every Rashi, and even for Dhanu Rashi natives also. So be very, very careful about your health, because your Rashi Adhipati is in 6th house and he will get afflicted from Shani, who will be in the affliction stage with Rahu and other planets. So it's not good for your health, and so you have to be very cautious, and you have to have regular medical checkups, which is very highly recommended. And health will improve post June once Jupiter comes to Mithun Rashi, and it will aspect your own Rashi. That is Dhanu Rashi Lord itself is Jupiter. So when he comes to 7th house, he will start strengthening the 7th house. That's when your immunity also will get strengthened, and that's when you will also receive good results. So till then you have to be a little bit careful about your health, and I would always advise you to take up a professional medical consultation from an expertise, so that it will be good. So any pre-existing illness should not be neglected, it has to be taken care. So this is from the health perspective. Next, moving ahead to education. So there is a major breakthrough this time, because the 5th Lord Mangal is in 8th house Necha and Vakri, so not a good time. Then it will come to 7th house, then to 8th house. So only once it moves to 9th house, that is when Mangal comes to Simha Rashi and Guru comes to Mithun Rashi, which is the 7th house, that's when you can see your dreams of having higher education, especially abroad, fulfilling for you. And this time you'll have Rahu Ketu in 3-9 axis, and it is much more good. It's like an icing on the cake. So you'll be really very fortunate during this time, and it's an excellent time period for people who are studying medicine. So for med students, it's wonderful time, I would say, and higher education goals will be achieved for you this year. And anyone into this medical and healthcare studies, and if going for higher education or even for research also, it is wonderful time period, especially from June to July, because Mangal Ketu connection will be in the 9th house, and it is very important house for research. So Ketu being very secretive and a very important planet for research, so it will do really well there. And Rahu, obviously 3rd house, so will make you Parakrami also. So that's a good time for you. So overall, to say from education perspective, it's a really wonderful time for you, and put as much as efforts possible, you will get better results. Next, let's go to career perspective. So from career point of view, so now coming next to career perspective, so Jupiter's aspect on your Rashi will really do well for you, but because Shani is in 4th house, the same kind of hurdles you will start expecting. So Jupiter might try to give you results, but Shani will snatch it again. So you might not get, most of the times, the whatever progression you would have had in your career or any success, it won't result in good money, and because of which you will be a bit frustrated, and most of your efforts may not give that amount of good results as it should have given. And risk taking, if you are someone a risk taking person, then you have to calculate well, and then you have to go. And Saturn influence will be there till September, so that's why you will face a lot of hurdles even after having Jupiter in 7th house. So it won't do well for you in your career, because Saturn will aspect your 10th house also. So, and all the planets will be aspecting your 10th house from March to May. So there will be a lot of expectations over you that you have to perform these 3 months, and it will be hectic time for you. So forget about domestic happiness, forget about sleep for you. You will not get from March to May. So that's one thing. And not just this, during this time, because of these kind of powerful positions, you will have some like nightmares also at office, problems with your higher authority. But post September, in September October 2025, you will have good pleasant time period, because Jupiter will come to 8th house. You will get into a powerful position by October 2025, but yet again, if you are lazy and if you don't take up responsibilities voluntarily, or if you don't take the initiative proactively, then you will have a lot of problems, and you will face it a lot during this year. And also to mention, it could become really problematic for you to even justify in front of management for you. So especially for private sector, it could be really tough time. Though Jupiter in 7th house, he will not be able to do anything for you, and once he goes to 8th house, he will be able to control Shani, but he wouldn't be in a good position. He would be exalted, yes, but he will again come back to Mithun Rashi. So this year, from career perspective, you have to be a bit careful. You will get into a good position, but you will not be able to execute things because of lack of your own proactiveness, or for your own skill set, or I'm not able to say, but you yourself will fall back in your position. So that's for sure. And next, let's go to finance. So from finance perspective, I see post May you will have a very good growth in finances, especially when Jupiter aspects to 11th house. There will be a good financial growth, and also this time period you may actually welcome a new person in your family also, and investment opportunities also will flourish like anything for you during this time. And year end, it will bring a good amount of prosperity, because Jupiter being in 8th house will aspect a second. So you will have an opportunity to create multiple source of income during this year, and by year end you might be successful, unless and until your dasha antar dasha is not a chaotic one. But I would suggest for Dhanu Rashi natives to be bit more and more hardworking in nature, to put more and more amount of efforts, because Rahu Ketu in 3-9 axis won't give you problem, but your Shani, the second and third lord in the fourth house, which is a Lagu Kalyani position, Ardhashtama Shani, can give you a lot of problems, and he may even block the results of Guru. So that's very much possible. So that's it from the finances perspective for Dhanu Rashi natives. And next, coming to the relationships, marriage life will stay peaceful because of Jupiter in the 7th house, but you have to control your own negative habits, and you have to have some patience with your partner, or else it will be difficult. So people who are single and who wants to get married, definitely this is a very prospective time period. And I would say be very cautious, analyze the compatibility with your partner, and then proceed ahead for tying the knot. But I would say that it is good to avoid unless and until you are very sure on the marriage, because Saturn now is in 4th house. Next, when he comes to 5th house after 2-3 years later, he will aspect your 7th house. Then he may rupture the bond, because Saturn is not a good planet for your Rashi. Hence, I would always say that consult qualified astrologers. You can even come to me also for matchmaking if you are proceeding ahead with the marriage, and do see whether it is suitable for you. Because if you are running through 8th lords Mahadasha or Antardasha, and if you get married during this time, Shani alone is enough to give you all kinds of problems. So after 2-3 years, so first 2-3 years it might be fine because of Jupiter's presence, and once Shani comes to your 5th house, he will aspect your 7th house, and he may cause all kinds of incompatibility issues with your spouse, and it may become like an endurance for you in the marriage. So you might have to try to save your marriage, or you have to be in the marriage only for to get it going. So the endurance in marriage definitely is not a good sign for a happy marital life. So that's it. So this is for Dhanu Rashi natives. So Dhanu Rashi natives, I would say that in certain things you have to be very smart and wise like Jupiter, and in certain things you have to be very hardworking like Shanidev, the way Shanidev wants. So that's it for Dhanu Rashi natives. Next, let's move ahead to so till now it is for Dhanu Rashi. All the 3 Rashis have completed. So the remaining 3 Rashis, Makar Rashi, Kumbha Rashi and Meen Rashi, you will see it in the next video. So until then, thank you and have a good day.